Hey everyone, welcome to the Espresso English, where we break down IELTS questions and answers to help you get the score you need.
That's right. Whether you're aiming for a band 7, 8, or even 9, we've got expert insights, sample answers, and strategies to boost your confidence.
So sit back, take notes, and let's tackle today's IELTS question together.
Ready to sharpen your skills? Go for the IELTS test with confidence.
Good afternoon. I'm Sarah, your examiner today. Could you please tell me your full name?
Good afternoon, Sarah. My full name is Emma Rose Carter.
Nice to meet you, Emma. Could I see your identification, please?
Certainly. Here's my driver's license.
Thank you. Let's start with some questions about you. Where are you from?
I'm from Edinburgh, Scotland, a captivating city known for its rich history and stunning architecture. It's a blend of old-world charm and contemporary energy, which I absolutely adore.
That sounds lovely. Are you a student or do you work?
I'm currently a student at the University of Edinburgh, pursuing a degree in psychology. I also work part-time as a barista in a local cafe. It's a nice way to earn some extra money while interacting with people from all walks of life.
Welcome back to Espresso English. Today, we're breaking down an IELTS Speaking Part 1 exchange to highlight what works well and how you can improve your own responses.
That's right. Let's start with Emma's introduction. When Sarah, the examiner, asks for her full name, Emma responds clearly and naturally. Good afternoon, Sarah. My full name is Emma Rose Carter.
This is a solid response. She acknowledges the examiner, which adds a polite touch. Notice how she repeats her full name as requested. This is exactly what the examiner is looking for.
Then, Sarah asks for Emma's identification, and she replies, "Certainly. Here's my driver's license."
Now, let's look at Emma's answer about her hometown. She says, "I'm from Edinburgh, Scotland, a captivating city known for its rich history and stunning architecture. It's a blend of old-world charm and contemporary energy, which I absolutely adore."
This is an outstanding response. She doesn't just say, "I'm from Edinburgh." Instead, she expands on it with descriptive language like captivating, rich history, and stunning architecture.
Exactly. The examiner will love this because it demonstrates fluency and a wide range of vocabulary.
Moving on, Sarah asks whether Emma is a student or working. Emma responds, "I'm currently a student at the University of Edinburgh, pursuing a degree in psychology. I also work part-time as a barista in a local cafe. It's a nice way to earn some extra money while interacting with people from all walks of life."
Another well-structured answer. She gives a direct response and adds relevant details. Pursuing a degree in psychology sounds more advanced than just saying, "I study psychology." Plus, she includes her part-time job and explains why she enjoys it.
This is exactly the kind of answer that makes a great impression in Part 1. It's natural, detailed, and shows good vocabulary.
Absolutely. So, keep these points in mind. Be clear, expand your answers naturally, and use engaging vocabulary.
Now let's continue with the next part.
Balancing both must be challenging. How do you manage it?
It does require effort, but I've developed a knack for organization. I use a planner to juggle my coursework and shifts, making sure I carve out time for studying and rest. Honestly, working at the cafe complements my studies. It's like a live lab for observing human behavior.
That's a great way to look at it. Now, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
When I'm not busy, I love painting and exploring the outdoors. Painting lets me unwind creatively, while walks in the Scottish Highlands recharge me with their rugged beauty.
Painting sounds intriguing. What kind of art do you enjoy creating?
I lean toward watercolor landscapes. There's something magical about capturing nature's hues, the way light dances on a loch or mist clings to a hill. It's both challenging and soothing.
Beautifully said. Do you think creative hobbies like painting are important?
Absolutely. They foster self-expression and mental well-being, offering an outlet for emotions we might not otherwise articulate. Plus, they encourage patience and focus, skills that ripple into other areas of life.
Well answered. Let's move on to part 2.
Let's start with Sarah's first question. Balancing both must be challenging. How do you manage it? This is a common type of IELTS Part 1 question, where the examiner asks about your daily life and how you handle responsibilities.
And Emma's response is well structured. She begins by acknowledging the challenge. It does require effort, which is a natural way to show understanding before providing a solution. Then, she explains her strategy. I use a planner to juggle my coursework and shifts. Notice the use of the verb juggle, which is a great way to express multitasking in a natural, idiomatic manner.
Exactly. She also links her job to her studies by calling it a live lab for observing human behavior. This kind of metaphor adds depth to her answer and demonstrates a strong grasp of language.
Then we move on to Sarah's next question. What do you enjoy doing in your free time? This is a classic IELTS question where candidates can showcase their interests and personality.
Emma's answer is excellent. She provides two hobbies, painting and exploring nature, and explains why she enjoys them. Instead of simply listing activities, she gives details. Painting lets me unwind creatively, while walks in the Scottish Highlands recharge me with their rugged beauty. The phrase unwind creatively is particularly strong because it conveys relaxation and creativity at the same time.
And her follow-up response about watercolor landscapes is fantastic. She describes her art in a vivid way, the way light dances on a loch or mist clings to a hill. This kind of imagery can really impress an examiner, showing fluency and a natural use of descriptive language.
Absolutely. Then comes a more opinion-based question. Do you think creative hobbies like painting are important? IELTS candidates should always give a clear opinion before explaining their reasoning, and Emma does this well. She states, absolutely. They foster self-expression and mental well-being. The phrase foster self-expression is a strong academic way of saying that creativity helps people express themselves.
She also connects her answer to real-life skills. They encourage patience and focus, skills that ripple into other areas of life. Using a phrase like ripple into other areas of life shows strong lexical resource. The IELTS examiners love these natural, connected responses.
This is a well-structured and engaging response overall. Emma's answers flow smoothly, she expands on her points, and she uses a variety of vocabulary and sentence structures, key elements for scoring Band 7 and above in IELTS speaking.
Perfect breakdown. Now, let's continue with the next part.
In this part, I'll give you a topic to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes. You'll have 1 minute to prepare and can take notes if you'd like. Clear?
Yes, perfectly clear.
Here's your task card. Describe a memorable gift you have received. You should say what the gift was, who gave it to you, when you received it, and explain why it was memorable. You have 1 minute to prepare. I'll let you know when to start. Time's up. Please begin.
One of the most memorable gifts I've ever received was a handcrafted leather journal. It was a present from my older sister, Claire, who gave it to me on my 20th birthday about 2 years ago. The journal itself is exquisite. Soft, tan leather with intricate stitching and a faint, earthy scent that I still notice every time I open it. Claire had it personalized with my initials embossed on the cover, which made it feel uniquely mine. She gave it to me during a small family gathering, and I remember unwrapping it while everyone watched, their smiles adding to the moment's warmth. What makes this gift so special is its thoughtfulness. Claire knew I'd always loved writing, whether it's sketching ideas or jotting down reflections, and she chose something that reflected that passion. Since then, I've filled its pages with thoughts, dreams, and even a few watercolor sketches. It's become a companion of sorts, holding pieces of my life I might otherwise forget. Beyond its practicality, the journal symbolizes our bond. Claire and I have always been close, and this gift felt like her way of saying she believes in me. It's not just an object. It's a memory of love and encouragement that I'll cherish for years.
Thank you, Emma. That was a heartfelt description. Quick question. How did you feel when you received it?
I was overjoyed, honestly. There was this rush of gratitude mixed with surprise. Knowing she'd put so much care into choosing it made me feel truly valued.
Lovely. Do you still use the journal?
Oh yes, it's nearly full now, but I plan to keep it forever. I've even started a new one, but that first journal will always hold a special place in my heart.
Thank you. Let's proceed to part 3.
First off, Sarah sets the stage perfectly by explaining the task clearly. She outlines the topic and specifies that the candidate has 1 minute to prepare. This clear instruction is crucial in the IELTS exam. It helps the candidate organize their thoughts and reduces any unnecessary stress.
Right. Then, when Emma begins her answer, she follows the task card meticulously. She covers all the key points: what the gift was, who gave it, when she received it, and why it was memorable. This shows excellent task fulfillment.
Exactly. Emma's description is not only detailed, but also very engaging. She uses vivid adjectives like handcrafted leather journal, soft tan leather, and phrases like intricate stitching to bring the object to life. This kind of descriptive language is what IELTS examiners are looking for to assess your lexical resource.
Plus, she doesn't just describe the journal's physical appearance, she connects it to her personal experience. By explaining how the journal symbolizes the bond with her sister and how it holds her personal reflections, Emma adds an emotional dimension to her answer. This blend of factual description and personal sentiment demonstrates coherence and fluency.
And let's not overlook the follow-up questions. Sarah's prompt, "How did you feel when you received it?" allows Emma to express her emotions naturally. Her response, "I was overjoyed, honestly," along with the explanation of her feelings, adds depth and shows the examiner her ability to handle spontaneous questions with ease.
Overall, Emma's answer is a great example of a well-structured and expressive response. She effectively uses both descriptive language and emotional expression, which are key criteria for a high band score in IELTS speaking.
That wraps up our analysis for this section. Now let's continue with the next part.
We've talked about your memorable gift. Now, let's discuss gift giving more broadly. Why do people give gifts, in your opinion?
Gift giving is a timeless way to express emotions, love, appreciation, or celebration. It's a tangible gesture that strengthens relationships, whether it's marking a milestone like a birthday or simply showing someone they're on your mind. Beyond that, it's a cultural ritual in many societies, fostering connection and reciprocity. Psychologically, it's fascinating. It boosts happiness for both the giver and receiver.
Interesting. Are there times when giving gifts might not be appropriate?
Definitely. In some contexts, gifts can feel awkward or misinterpreted, like in professional settings where they might hint at favoritism or obligation. Culturally, too, timing matters. Offering a gift when it's not expected could confuse or even offend. It's about reading the situation and respecting boundaries.
Good point. What role does tradition play in gift giving?
Tradition shapes it immensely. In Scotland, for instance, we have customs like giving shortbread at New Year's. It's a nod to hospitality and heritage. Traditions provide a framework, making gifts meaningful beyond their material value. That said, modern trends, like personalized or eco-friendly gifts, show how traditions evolve with time, blending old and new.
Well articulated. Now, let's pivot. How has online shopping changed the way people buy gifts?
Online shopping has revolutionized it. It's incredibly convenient. You can browse endless options, compare prices, and have gifts delivered anywhere with a click. Personalization's easier too, with sites offering custom engravings or tailored suggestions. However, it can feel less personal. There's no thrill of hunting through a shop or seeing an item in person. Plus, over-reliance on it might mean missing out on supporting local artisans.
Thoughtful insight. Do you think technology will keep changing gift giving in the future?
Oh, absolutely. We're already seeing digital gifts, like ebooks or subscriptions, gain traction, especially among younger generations. Augmented reality might let you try a gift virtually before buying, and AI could predict perfect presents based on data. But I hope the human touch, handwritten notes or face-to-face exchanges, stays alive. Technology enhances, but it shouldn't replace the heart of giving.
That's a balanced view. Thank you, Emma. That wraps up our test. You've shared some brilliant ideas. Best of luck with your results.
Thank you, Sarah. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Let's start with Sarah's opening question. We've talked about your memorable gift. Now let's discuss gift giving more broadly. Why do people give gifts, in your opinion? Emma responds with a well-rounded answer. Notice how she begins by describing gift giving as a timeless way to express emotions. This immediately sets a reflective tone and uses sophisticated vocabulary. She then explains that gifts can mark milestones, strengthen relationships, and even serve as cultural rituals. This multi-dimensional explanation shows a clear structure, which is essential for a high IELTS score.
Exactly. Emma not only covers emotional and cultural aspects, but also brings in a psychological perspective by saying, it boosts happiness for both the giver and receiver. This demonstrates her ability to expand her ideas, an important criterion in IELTS speaking.
Moving on, Sarah asks about situations when gift-giving might not be appropriate. Emma's answer here is insightful. She uses examples like professional settings where gifts might hint at favoritism, and she explains how timing is crucial. Her use of phrases like feels awkward or misinterpreted and reading the situation and respecting boundaries shows her ability to discuss subtle social cues and cultural nuances.
Right. Then, when Sarah inquires about the role of tradition, Emma shines by providing a specific cultural example, mentioning how shortbread is given in Scotland at New Year's. This not only adds authenticity to her answer, but also demonstrates her cultural awareness. She also balances tradition with modern trends by noting the evolution of gift-giving through personalized or eco-friendly options.
The conversation then shifts to the impact of online shopping. Emma effectively contrasts the convenience of digital marketplaces with the loss of a personal touch. Her balanced view, acknowledging both the benefits and potential downsides, illustrates critical thinking and coherent argumentation, both highly valued in IELTS responses.
And finally, when discussing future trends, Emma talks about digital gifts, augmented reality, and AI. She thoughtfully wraps up her response by emphasizing that while technology enhances the experience, the human touch should remain. This balanced perspective is a great example of a well-rounded answer that considers multiple dimensions of the topic.
Overall, Emma's responses in this segment are structured, detailed, and use a range of advanced vocabulary. She smoothly transitions between ideas and supports her opinions with clear examples. This is exactly what IELTS examiners look for in a high-scoring speaking test.
That wraps up our analysis for today's gift-giving segment. We hope you found these insights helpful for your IELTS preparation.
Thanks for joining us on Espresso English. Keep practicing, stay confident, and we'll see you next time with more tips and analyses to help you ace the IELTS test. Happy studying!
Until next time, good luck and keep speaking English.